esteemed team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. Both quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. On target to the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Movement here from the tight end. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
At the 6-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down for this offense. Running back goes in motion. Complete to start this drive. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Yeah, you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on second down. He's got it on the right. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USA 7, Alabama 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bama! And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's now third down.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. And the timing just a hair off.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Now the pitch. Plows through the defense. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, they set the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the coverage.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs tackling ability.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads it left. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Alabama pushing the tempo. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Now on the move.
Man, you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be
running toward the tape. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Working the middle, it's complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Looking to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Branch. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, the ground game. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. Alabama quickly back to the line. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close then.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's going to take it all the way back.